Hey everyone, Jim here from Village Local. Thanks for joining us for another session. So a few weeks ago, I put together a video that explained the various different support services that were available for aged care services, what's on offer through the mechanism of what we call My Aged Care, which is a government department, how to go about accessing that support, the different levels of support that are available, and all those sort of things. And since I put that information together and put it out there, I've been absolutely blown away by the response and the level of interest and questions that have come out of it, which is great to see that it's really empowered people to seek out answers to get in place the level of support they need. But there's been one common thread that has really been that's really surfaced essentially, and that is we're getting a lot of questions, a lot of comments being made about from those who are already receiving services and for whatever reason haven't been satisfied or aren't getting the type or level or quality of support that they need, and ultimately have been disgruntled by the whole experience. So I wanted to create this particular video to really address that, and in particular I want to talk about the Charter of Aged Care Rights. This is a set of consumer entitlements that enable the home care recipient or the aged care recipient to maximise the quality, maximise the value of their experience, and essentially give them a set of standards that they can expect and uphold in order to get the services that they need. So if you haven't come across that concept yet, the Aged Care Charter of Rights, here's the document here, okay? It's 14 statements. I'm going to make the link available somewhere on this page, but I'm going to rattle a few of these off now, right? Just so you're aware, and that way you can really understand that there are a lot of options for you, and if you aren't getting the experience that is useful for you, then you can do something about it. Because the reality is, in 2019, 2020, the government spent, I think it was about $21 billion on the aged care system, okay? That's a lot of money. To put it in context, in that same year, the government spent a total of about $80 billion on everything. So that's a quarter of the country's budget just on aged care. So the government is investing in the aged care system, and they're paying the money to help people stay independent, stay safe, stay well in their own homes. The way it works is the government's giving that money predominantly, and I'm talking about in the home care space, the government is giving that money to other organisations and essentially putting out the task to those organisations to serve those who come to you for aged care services. So essentially they're contracting it out, okay? So the government's paying the money. It's up to you as the consumer to uphold the standard that has been set by the government, okay? The government is not on the front line. You and the provider are on the front line, okay? So that being the case, it's very, very important that you are aware of the Charter of Aged Care Rights and what your entitlements are as a consumer. So let's rattle a few of these off, okay? So there's 14 all up. Like I said, I'm not going to run through them all. I'm going to provide a link where you can download. So let's rattle off the first one. So number one, safe and high quality care and services, okay? Be treated with dignity and respect. Have my identity, culture and diversity valued and supported, right? Here's a big one that I think is prominent to many people, and that is be informed about my care services in a way I can understand, right? In a way I can understand. Now, for many people receiving home care services or aged care services, they're not online, they're not on the internet. They may not have the ability to fully comprehend documents like this. That being the case, it's important for that consumer themselves or somebody advocating for them to voice that to the provider and say, hey, look, the way you're currently communicating this information to us, it's not working for us. We don't understand it. This is what would be more helpful. Can you please explain it to us in that way, whether that be a home visit, whether that be a personal phone call, whether that be things in writing. You need to raise the standard or set the expectation about what you need in order to understand things. And look, guys, the list goes on. The takeaway message from this video, I'm going to keep it short. The takeaway message is you do have rights, okay? The government has mandated these rights, but it's up to you to enforce them, police them, set the expectation, okay? And if you're doing all that and nothing's coming from it, well, the good news is you've got options. Down the bottom of this particular page, it's giving you 2 phone numbers to 2 separate government organisations where you can voice your concerns. The first one's saying, if you have concerns about the aged care you are receiving, you can talk to your aged care provider in the first instance, right? So that's what you want to do first. You want to try to sort it out with them first. But the second thing, speak with an aged care advocate or visit OPAN. I mentioned OPAN in a previous video. OPAN stands for Older Persons Advocacy Network, okay? The phone number is right here, 1-800-700-600. Or there's also another organisation you can contact, government organisation, that is the Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission. Their phone number is 1-800-951-822. Again, all the links to this particular document and their phone numbers are all going to be listed, okay? Any questions, again, you can always contact us at Village Local. We're happy to direct you and help you navigate this system. Our contact details, our phone number is 1300 87 43 42. Our email address, I'll put a link down there to that as well. Stay well, everybody, and don't suffer in silence. Shout out if you've got any concerns. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.